Welcome back to FAMESHOW HOST. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most electrifying moments in NBA history, the game that saved LeBron James' legacy. This isn't just any game, it's Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics, a do-or-die battle where LeBron had one shot to etch his legacy in basketball history forever. Picture this: LeBron James, fresh with his decision to leave Cleveland for Miami, finds himself down 3-2 in a hostile arena at the TD Garden. The stakes? Immense. For years, critics had reminded him of heartbreaking losses in Boston during his days in Cleveland. Every missed opportunity and bitter defeat compounded the pressure. Remember the painful memories of 2008 and 2009? After a 45-point effort in Game 7 back in 2008, he still lost. And in 2009, the underdog Celtics, then seeding as a 4 seed, upset his number 1 seeded Cavaliers on that very same court. The narrative was unrelenting. LeBron needed to perform, or his legacy would forever be tainted as the guy who couldn't show up when it mattered most. Two pivotal moments set the stage for this epic showdown. First, the decision that shocked the NBA world. "I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach," LeBron famously declared when he left Cleveland for the Miami Heat. This move, joining forces with Dwyane Wade and Bosh, ignited fierce debate and anger, especially among Cleveland loyalists. They saw it as a betrayal and act of disrespect that would haunt him for years. Yet, success beckoned in Miami, and soon, the Heat were a dominant force in the league, fueled by early victories in the playoffs. Fast forward to Game 6, June 7, 2012. LeBron steps into TD Garden, a building filled with memories of previous failures. The arena is electric, bristling with tension and anticipation. The Celtics, with their big three, are determined to finish what they started. With his legacy on the line, LeBron is expected to carry the entire team on his back. The intensity is palpable. A win means redemption, a loss spells irreversible legacy damage. The game kicks off, and you can feel the energy surge. LeBron ignites the floor with his signature intensity. He begins with a vicious tomahawk dunk, setting the tone early for what is to come. Moments later, he sizes up Celtics legends Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and responds with unstoppable offensive precision. The crowd watches in awe as he drains jumper after jumper like he's on a mission. After missing his first shot, the dude has now hit 3 straight field goals. The commentary echoes as LeBron builds an electrifying momentum. And then, at the 3:18 mark of the first quarter, he turns on the burners, flying past defenders in transition, slicing through the Celtics' defense like a hot knife through butter. As the first half barreled toward its end, LeBron's output became nothing short of a masterclass. With every dribble, every drive, and every shot, you could see the weight of his past failures shedding away. In one sequence, LeBron's game cadence was described as a public execution of the Celtics' defense. With a cold, emotionless intensity, he piled on the points: 27 first-half points, a barrage of precision passes, and unstoppable drives that left defenders grasping at air. But hold on, the game wasn't over. The Celtics weren't going to sit back and watch their rivals steamroll. In the second half, Boston began clawing its way back. With just under 3 minutes in the third quarter, Paul Pierce drained a dagger three-pointer, silencing the crowd and temporarily stalling Miami's momentum. The Celtics, energized and determined, rallied to cut Miami's lead down. This wasn't just any comeback attempt, it was a full-blown fight for survival. Every possession was a battle. LeBron, meanwhile, seemed to thrive on the challenge. With the tenacity of a true champion, he countered every play. One moment, he'd hit a laser-like 3 to push his team back into command. The next, he'd drive deep, unleashing a series of playmaking moves that left defenders in his wake. With every point scored, the narrative shifted. The critics who once predicted his downfall were now rendered speechless by his performance. The pressure of carrying the legacy of an entire franchise, of being the chosen one who was expected to save not just his team but also his own reputation, melted away under the brilliance of his play. In a moment that would go down in history, LeBron put up a stat line for the ages: 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists on 73% shooting. He became only the second player since Wilt Chamberlain in 1964 to achieve such a feat in an elimination game. His dominance wasn't just about the numbers, it was about sending a message. With every dunk, every pass, and every clutch shot, he redefined what it meant to be a winner. As the fourth quarter dawned, the TD Garden was a cauldron of intense energy. LeBron, who had been in complete control for nearly the entire game, now knew that the final moments would define his legacy. With Miami clinging to a 22-point lead, every possession was vital. In the final stretch, LeBron delivered play after play of brilliance. With the finesse of a master conductor, he orchestrated the offense with precision. A right-wing three here, a step-back jumper there, each shot struck with the clarity of purpose. The arena fell into a hush as his final remarks on the court began to echo, "I plan on playing the whole second half." That was more than a statement, it was a declaration that tonight, the king would not be denied. When the final buzzer echoed through Boston, it wasn't just a win for the Miami Heat, it was a triumph over every doubter, every critic, and every painful memory of past failures. LeBron's reaction was subdued, almost emotionless, as if he'd long accepted that the true victory lay in what he had just accomplished. He had silenced the naysayers, rewritten the narrative, and, in a single game, saved his legacy. Some Celtics fans, still bitter from past defeats, expressed their displeasure right up to the locker room. Yet, as history would later confirm, this game was the turning point. It was the night LeBron emerged not just as a player, but as an icon capable of transcending the game, forever altering the course of his career. Looking back, Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals stands out as one of the most compelling narratives in sports history. It wasn't just about basketball, it was a story of redemption, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a champion. This game forced the world to see LeBron James in a new light, not as a player haunted by past mistakes, but as a hero who rose to the occasion when the odds were stacked against him. His journey from the painful memories of Cleveland to the triumphant moments on Boston's hardwood epitomizes what it means to overcome adversity. It reminds us that legends aren't born from perfection, they're forged in the crucible of pressure and adversity, emerging stronger and more determined than ever. So, what can we learn from this epic performance? For starters, leadership is about more than just talent. It's about rising to challenges when the world is watching and every second counts. LeBron didn't just score points that night, he set an example for millions of fans around the globe. His unwavering focus, his ability to compartmentalize the noise, and his drive to leave a lasting legacy are lessons that go far beyond the game of basketball. In that game, LeBron redefined what it meant to be the chosen one. He turned a moment of overwhelming pressure into an opportunity, demonstrating that even in the face of relentless criticism and daunting expectations, the true measure of a champion lies in their ability to rise when it matters most. And there you have it, the game that not only saved LeBron's legacy, but also reshaped the narrative of an entire era in the NBA. From the bitter remembrances of past failures to a transcendent performance that silenced critics forever, LeBron James delivered a masterclass in what it truly means to be a champion. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into one of basketball's most legendary nights. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to relive more historic moments with us, be sure to check out our other videos and comment down below with your favorite LeBron moment. Please like and subscribe for the latest entertainment and celebrity news.